Yes, yeah. Hey Roses begged to do a ultimate biases video. I know I did one that was like current K-pop biases not that long ago, but I wanted to share like my ultimates with you guys because some of you have asked, and I know some people do get curious about this kind of thing, so I figured I would go ahead and mention it. I'm going to say my number one ult is going to be Boa. Boa. I have followed her since whenever Every Heart came out for the anime Inuyasha. I've been following her since then, so I've been following her probably the longest out of everybody on this list, because I first discovered her through her Japanese releases. Sorry, my allergies are bad. Anyway. For number 2, this is hard. It's a two-way tie between Tiffany and Taeyeon from Girls' Generation. I put them like really high on my bias list. A close third is Hyoyeon, but for my two ults in Girls' Generation is Tiffany and Hyoyeon. Tiffany's probably been boosted up a little bit more, mostly because she's been doing lots of stuff over here, she's been touring over here, so it's been making it easier, to have a chance to actually be able to see her, which I'm hoping in November that me and my mom can go see her. If not me and Mama, then me and my best friend Robin. So Robin, if you are watching this, answer my text and let me know. But yeah, for Red Velvet, my ultimate bias is Sulgi. I'm just gonna go by groups at this point because it's easier to do it that way. For biases, my ultimate in Red Velvet is Sulgi. It's Archie here talking outside my door. I'm filming.
Well, how long's it gonna be?
Not too long.
Leave it out here. That's fine.
Sorry, my grandma and great aunt were trying to come in to give me a magazine that came in. Okay, let's see. Ultimate in Blackpink. Now, this used to be Rosé. However, since watching Blackpink House, it has changed to Jisoo. I love how she can just, be herself, express herself, as well as, not really caring what other people think about her, or even, if she wants to act goofy and silly, she can. So yeah, Jisoo is my number one in Blackpink. I need a drink back here. If you guys have any ideas for good editing programs that don't have a steep learning curve, let me know, because times when they briefly interrupt, it would be a good time to edit that out. Okay, for BTS, I'm gonna do this next. When I first got into BTS, this was Namjoon, or RM, Rapon, however you want to say his name. However, it has switched to Jin now. Namjoon is my bias wrecker, though, however. He is my bias wrecker. So, he's still really high up there for me in terms of favorite members. I know a lot of people, as soon as I said BTS, they'd be like, Cookie? What do you do? You're squeaking like a fan up there. It's not that I don't like Cookie. I just personally relate to Jin and Namjoon a lot more than Cookie, especially since I'm 6 years his senior. Almost 7 years. Almost 5 years his senior. That is freaking terrifying to think about. Anyway. For the next group, I will pick GFRIEND. Now, when I first got into GFRIEND, my bias was Sowon. My bias wrecker was Shinbi. That has now flipped. You're gonna notice a theme in this video. But now it's Shinbi is my bias and Sowon is my bias wrecker. So I've just seen how silly and goofy, but also serious and like down to earth Shinbi can get, especially on VLive. I've seen it on VLive a lot. And that's part of the reason why some of my biases have changed, is because I watch their VLives and it shows different sides to them. So, yeah. Next one I'm going to do is my girl, and that is Yua. It used to be Hyosung. However, that recently got changed, mostly for the fact that I just like Yua's personality. I love that she doesn't, really care about what other people think. She'll just, dance and do like she wants without anybody bothering her at all. So I do like that about her a lot. So for card, this is really hard for me because I have a biased female member and a biased male member, but it's hard to choose between the two of them. So for biased wrecker, I would say BM or Matthew. He's super goofy, likes to, but knows when to be serious, but he also, tries to look out for his fellow members. And then my bias in card is Somin, or Somin. I've kind of followed her since she first debuted in April, which is totally weird picturing her in April now because the direction the card's taken and the direction that April's taken. So it would have been really weird seeing her continue in that. So next is Idol, or G-Idol, one of the two. I can't remember exactly how to say it. But in Idol, it is Sujin. That has not changed. I love how she's got, this is going to be a bad way to phrase this, but kind of like the swag that she's got whenever she's in the music videos and singing the songs, kind of like how Lisa is for a lot of people in Blackpink. And I don't know, I really think she fit the concept with You Go Girl when they did the cover of that by Lee Hyori. I think she fit that concept perfect. Like, surprisingly perfect. I was definitely shocked by that a lot. So next I'm going to do a recent addition, which is ITZY. I have recently become an ITZY stan after their song Icy. I like their song Dalla Dalla, but then when Icy came out, I'm like, okay. My bias in ITZY is Ryujin, actually, or Ryujin, I don't know how you say her name. I don't know, I just like that she has like this, pardon my language here, but this like badass persona that she doesn't really care what people think. She fits the embodiment of the music that ITZY comes out with in terms of their title tracks. Where it's like, don't care what people say, don't follow my dreams, just don't get in my way, that kind of thing. So, Fujin is definitely my bias in ITZY. My bias record is Yuna, for those that are wondering about that. So, we'll do VIX next. This one is really hard. For VIX, it is Leo. And when I first started watching them and listening to them, it was Leo, so that has not changed. However, my bias record is a two-way tie. It used to be just In. Now it's In and Robbie. So that has changed. I don't know, it's just something with the way that Robbie raps, his rapping style. Not to mention, I've heard much more music from him as a solo artist. And In is a great leader, a wonderful person, great dancer. If you guys saw the dance cover that he did with that True, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it is a two-way tie between them two. For SHINee, this kills me. For those that know me, this will not come as a surprise. And for some of you, you'll understand my frustration. My bias in SHINee is Jonghyun. And I apologize, my computer started making noise. It's Jonghyun. Rest in peace. He died at the same age as me. I'm 27. He died at 27. I honestly... It still really ticks me off the whole way SM tried to deal with that situation. Honestly. I'm not going to get into that because then that will turn into a 10-minute rant, and I don't want to do that. So, excuse me. Since it is down to the 4 members, after I had read up on everything that happened with Jonghyun and what each member tried to do for him, it is now a tie in biases between Jonghyun and Onu. Which in the past, Onu was actually a little bit lower on my list. Sorry for any Onu stands out there. But I found out what all he tried to do for Jonghyun, tried to get the company to listen, tried to tell them, hey, he's not doing well, can you guys, send him to a therapist or prescribe medicine, something. And they just offered counseling, and that's only going to do so much, honestly. That's only going to do so much. My bias wrecker is Taemin. That is mostly due to the fact that both my mom and I like him, which, again, I never thought would come out of my mouth. Because my mom is not a K-pop person. She very rarely listens to K-pop, only when I play it in the car. And I've gotten her to stan Blackpink, because how different they are. So I've gotten her to stan Blackpink, I've gotten her to like Tiffany, probably because her songs are in English and she has a really good R&B sound. And then she likes Taemin for his dancing. So she also likes ITZY a little bit too, because of like their attitude and how they show themselves in videos. But yeah. So I'm amazed I've gotten her into that many, to be honest. And she does like VIX as well, so. Okay, for A-Pink, this will be the last one for this video. I can always make a part 2. For A-Pink, my bias is Unji. I think that's how you say her name. Unji. I want to say it's Unji. I think it might be Unji. I don't know. Anyway, she is my bias from the group. Ever since I discovered the group, my eye was immediately drawn to her. I love her vocals. I love her solo work. It's my personal preference. With A-Pink, my bias record is Bomi and Nyan. It's like a tie between them two. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I know I did a K-pop faves not that long ago. Or K-pop biases not that long ago, but hopefully you guys enjoyed anyway. Let me know down below some of your K-pop biases if you listen to K-pop just like I do. And with that, I will see you guys soon in another video at another time. Bye, roses. Young.